hard-hitting sports in your face. First of all, before I get started, let me just say that just changed my mic. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear the difference in the mic that I had for a very long time. I had a Samsung. What is it called? I had a Samsung CO1U. That was the mic that I was using for a very long time, and I actually went up to. I was in Florida. Went to Florida for a few days, and I ended up stumbling across a Blue Yeti mic, which is what I'm using now. So if if you like the sound that I'm getting right now, let me know. If you think the old sound was better, let me know that as well. Different people, I guess I'll get different opinions on that. But speaking of different opinions, let's dive right into this NFL draft. So I've been talking with a couple different people, and we were talking about what they think we should select in the draft. And there's various opinions on what we should and shouldn't take in this draft. I've heard everything from linebacker to safety. Let me just say this real quick though. Let me jump right out and just start off with this real quick. There's two players that I absolutely 100% do not want to take. There's two players that I don't want to take. Two players. One is Jabril Peppers. I don't want Jabril Peppers. Jabril Peppers to me is a boom or a bust. I keep asking people. I'm asking them like, yo, you like Jabril? Yeah, Jabril Peppers is an excellent athlete. Can he cover? He's an excellent athlete. Is he a great tackler? He's an excellent athlete. That's all I hear. The other person that I do not want to take, especially not in the first round, I would be happy with taking a tight end later in the draft. I'll be cool with that. But taking a tight end in the first round, I'm against. I'm absolutely against. I just don't like that idea. Now, it's not that. I mean, at this point, though, I would not be upset if we took a tight end later in the draft. If we used the third round pick for a tight end, I'm okay with that because I don't know what we're going to get out of Thomas. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like in order for this quarterback to be able to do something special, we need to surround him with as much talent as possible. He's not a quarterback that's going to he's not a top tier quarterback. Like there's some guys that no matter who you stick them with, they're able to, just make it happen. I don't give a fuck who you give Brady. He's going to make it happen. I don't give a fuck who you give Aaron Rodgers. He's going to make it happen. We don't have that right now. You know what I mean? So we have to, we got to give him a good running game. We've got to give him good weapons. There's no way around it. It's like, like Andy Dalton or, you got to surround this guy with weapons. Cool. So I was actually talking in a Facebook group earlier, and we were talking about drafting offensive line in this first round, whether it was Cam Robinson or Forrest Lamb. I want to see us go defense. I want to see a heavy defensive draft. Because in order for us as a team, in order for us to reach the promised land with what we have right now, I feel like we need a Seattle situation. We need to play great defense. We need to run the ball, and we need to allow the quarterback to be complimentary, even though in spots, and issues, he can play above average football. But too many times, especially against good teams, too many times we don't show up into the second half of the football game. And that's with Joe Philbin. That's with Adam Gase. I mean, you could go back and look at the Patriot game from this year where we showed up in the third quarter and started actually playing. The Ravens game, we didn't do shit in the first half of the game, and several other instances. So what I want to see, as a team is I want to see a defense that's able. I don't want to go into the third quarter down 24-0. I want a top 10 defense. And to me, in order to get that, we need to do two things right now. We need to be able to stop the run, and we need to get pressure on the quarterback. And both of those things we struggled at. And both of those things we should be able to address inside this draft with pass rush, with linebackers. We've been bad at linebacker for how many years now? I hear people act as if we just now got bad at linebacker. It didn't just happen. We've been bad at linebacker for a while. Now, if we happen to get Zach Brown to go along with Timmons and to go along with Kiko Alonso, then that opens up a little bit more room. But I mean, even with that, I still think that we need to have pass rush. We need more pass rush. Our best pass rusher cannot be Cam Wake forever. It can't.